Welcome back to episode 37 of Absolute Modics and the Supra build. It's time to get the gearbox and the clutch and the flywheel and everything else put on the new bearing, so that way it can support the engine and I can start building the engine up. We are proudly sponsored by Grandma Styling, who make automotive body parts like the skirts we have. Ignore the dog next door. There we go, you see the skirts now. So, I'm going to crack on with today's build. It's currently up in the air ready. I'm waiting for assistance from friends to come and give me a hand. But then we'll be able to crack on. Cracking me, it's warm. It's Sunday, the 8th, whatever it is, 9th, something like that. And it's like 22 degrees, and in this garage it's hotter, 25 degrees. I just put it up on extra stand and I'm naked already. Cracking me. So before we can stick the gearbox on or anything like that, we need to put this bearing in the back of the engine. I'm not sure whether I filmed it before when I did the previous engine, but I shall show you. The purpose of it is the input shaft of the gearbox, the end of it sits into here, and it stops it from oscillating around and causing premature wear in the gearbox. So I'm going to have to get underneath the car. I'm going to get a couple of sockets and a couple of hammers because I'm going to have to tap it into place. So when I'm underneath the car, I shall show you what's what. So I'm behind the engine at the back, as you can tell. Obviously you haven't got a starter motor on or anything like that yet. This is the hole I'm referring to, that the bearing needs to sit into. Now there isn't one there because this obviously was originally an automatic. It doesn't need the bearing, but with this now being manual, because obviously we've not put a manual conversion on this engine yet, it needs to have this bearing going on. Excuse the shaky camera. I'm using it with my left hand and I'm currently upside down. I need to lube this bearing up a bit and lube up in there, and I need to tap the bearing in place. I've got a socket which is the same size as this bearing, and I'm literally just going to keep tap, 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 tap. Tap it so it's all the way in. So I shall come back to you once I've done it. And we can see the bearing's in place. It was quite a tight snug. It was quite a tight snug fit. I used a bit of WD to help obviously lube the bearing up to help slide in. Didn't really slide in. Ended up using a hammer, which I was using anyway, but a piece of wood to try and protect this outer edge. This outer edge here. I did mark the casing slightly with the piece of wood on the inside of the bearing, but it still runs fine. So that should do me fine. It's now flush with everything else, so now it's time to put the flywheel on.
As you can see, I've now just put the clutch in. It was a bit fun to align, but we've eventually got it done. But Blue did double check it, so it's his fault if we actually get it all wrong. Don't throw his stuff at dog!
Oil rig.
Right, so we're back, we're underneath the car. There's a strimmer going off next door, so excuse the noise. We are trying to get the gearbox, as you can see, the input shaft through the clutch, which is very awkward. As some of you are probably screening at the video now going, well, you should have put the box in with the engine, but we didn't want to scratch the tunnel. We have actually scratched the tunnel, as you can see, but hopefully you might not see it. So we've currently got, everything's upside down, the video is now upside down, but the jack is holding a piece of wood, which is holding the box. We've also got Gary holding the back end of the box on the stand. There's Gary. We've got Chris somewhere, and that's about to stand on my legs, and we've got Dan, who's just nipped to the toilet, but he's been holding the front of the engine. Very fun. We have 3 guys underneath the car currently trying to bolt on the gearbox, and this was a palaver. We've got, what, less than a centimetre gap now all the way around, so it should pull itself in. Crikey me. Everyone shuts up now, it's funny. We're just test fitting our downpipe. As you can see, look, it's a downpipe. It fits quite well. It's smoking already! It's like a smog machine. Oh, no way. It does smell like berries, to be honest. What you need to do is put that down from where the downpipe should be, and I film it from under here, and someone make a turbine. So we've got the box and everything on now. People are doing all sorts. We've got Gary tidying up. He's doing, Dan's doing the electrics for the ECU. Me and Chris are currently lining up, obviously, the cams at the top and the pulley at the bottom, so we can put the cam out on. Well, I will get you a pry bar in a second. I'm talking. It will come. Yeah, it's coming off. What's wrong with you? So then once we've got the belt on, obviously we can actually put everything else on, except anything that goes across the top, because the cam covers are in for paint.
Allen key.
Allen key is on here. So we've had to put the pulley back on and the bottom cover, because obviously it has the time markings for the bottom. That was in tight. Fun. It's nice time to put the belt on. Yeah, you would put the hammer away, wouldn't you? But the belt's on, ish.
Ish. It's nearly on.
Just need to push it on the teeth all the way and at the bottom. And then once it's on at the bottom, we can pull the pin, tighten that up. There's not a lot of tension to take, to be honest.
Well, try that now.
Yeah, half twist.
Oh, it's a bugger's bit on bottom.
They got to go and take all them covers. Once, yeah, we'll check the markings and make sure everything's right. Then them covers have got to go outside to be painted. I started. I haven't done all the covers yet. I can't paint in here anymore because I'm not having any overspray coming in. So,
Can't pull his mouth.
dude, that's like a full tooth out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming off again.
We'll see what it.
Oh,
No,
I'm gonna
you're
spin
saying that it wouldn't run, that it definitely wouldn't run with that.
It would run. It
Lumpy.
runs sloppy.
And then it blamed me.
You put your foot down, it just won't go anyway.
So,
would have been missing a lot.
yes, I have. Well, in all fairness, I had you doing it before it was a tooth out, but this time it's not a tooth out.
Your way's working, Luke. I'll let you go edit it out now.
You about hit me in the face then.
Alright, Luke.
Wait.
So if I call up Luke on camera, he normally edits it out.
It's like you ain't getting
Well, no one knows me as Luke.
Exactly.
Alright then, smart ass. Trying to rag it out of gear. Hello, camera. What? Ow, that's my finger. Hold on.
Yeah, let's get back up again, mate.
Yeah, well on. Okay, don't move. Just put it up a little bit. Yeah, we've got a bolt in there. Change gear. There we go. Oh no, I think you went too far. I think that's neutral. Look at the new toy! That's got to be bigger than the one I had on the SRI, isn't it? Because I reckon the SRI came about here.
When you had an SRI, it would have been like that. And not like that. So it's probably twice as thick and
I bet it's getting on for twice, yeah.
3 times the volume.
It's huge.
It is huge. We're not even at this stage. We just want to test fit it. We've still got all sorts of stuff. No, because it's got to go underneath. It's got to bolt into underneath of that bar, surely.
Well, that's
Actually puts it quite low, doesn't it?
We could actually.
Unless it hangs off the front with brackets off here, you know, bolting straight across
the
the top of
to
this
mount it
bar.
behind that.
Why? No, because radiator goes there.
Yeah,
Radiator sits here, doesn't it?
Yeah, but if we mount it behind that, I'm just thinking, 'cause that's on the front of that, isn't it? If we mount it behind it there like that, it's far enough back.
I really don't know, to be honest.
Once we get that mounted, we'll see.
It's a beast, isn't it?
Yeah,
Beastie!
we can mount it either way. But we'll mount it with pipes at the bottom so we can bring pipes around here and through these holes here.
Well, one of them comes up through there somehow, or up through there.
Through that?
Yeah, they normally cut a hole.
Because we've done that before, spray paint. Shh.
You got to think that obviously the intake comes in this way, then it comes down the bottom, along here, into the intercooler, across through the intercooler, then it needs to come back up through the wing, and it normally comes up the top of the wing somehow and across to the turbo.
I'm going to bring it round here and up there.
No, but you won't have room. I don't think you'd have room.
The pipe's quite big, aren't they?
Yeah. Let's just head like that and have it running out the front. Reach.
Just.
Yeah, look at that.
That's going to rub away at that paint now.
Well, we'll pin it back. So, as you can see, obviously from the previous video where we took the wires away, that goes to show that the alternator cable still reaches. So, don't put it on because I forget to tighten it up. So, yeah, look, clearly goes on. Cool. You never got that just to go in?
Uh-huh.
Nah, that's not in.
You be careful with that pin.
This is an awesome video. All of us are silent watching him put a, put a seal in.
It's like council.
Yeah, 3
No,
watts.
we haven't got cups of tea.
Well, there is that.
Bit of council, Pop.
So, underneath we have the original automatic ECU, which Dan has been splicing into the loom to add the loom that came with the E-manage. So these are actually the plugs for the E-manage. Where is the E-manage? We should have see over there. Dan's going to just stick it on the top, and obviously these wires are long enough to plug into the loom. Original ones go into there. All nice and tidy, it stays in the footwell. With a bit of luck, this will work when we go to start it. Hopefully.
2 choices.
Yeah, it's either will or either won't. So Dan's actually followed the guide that's on the net that comes with the E-manage and tells you what pins and etc. So theoretically it should work, but we don't actually know. Fingers crossed on that one. So the progress we've made so far, in the engine bay we have obviously the belts on, we've painted the covers, so they're black now. This looks crap, so at some point I'll get some black brush paint and I'll paint it up so it matches. Still need to change the alternator pulley to black. The guys are, Chris and Dan are currently looking at getting an oil feed that fits because we're having great difficulty. Gary's put the seal in on the windscreen, which is awesome because I was struggling like hell with it, and he's currently trying to line up this door lock.
Which has a silly metal panel at the back that decided to slip all the way down the
We
back.
did, so we just lost a hand down into the, literally right where he is now, right down into the bowels of the sills, and that hurt because it got stuck.
And our magnet friend who decided to help us.
So I don't even know what else we've done since last time we was filming. Chris has brought his car around. I know some of you have been asking about the other guy's cars. His car's here, he's just changed his steering wheel. So I may as well show you, even though...
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Well, yeah, technically Chris didn't change the steering wheel, Dan did. So he's got a GSI steering wheel on it. What Chris doesn't know is we've rigged the previous airbag underneath your seat, so when he puts the ignition on it blows up.
It's in my boot.
That's what you think.
I never seen
That's what you think. Yeah, look at Chris's shoes. Chris has got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shoes.
They're Courtney.
They're your shoes. That's your shoes. He has really weirdly small feet.
I've got Batman one.
You've got, that's just as bad. You've got really small feet. Your car's disgusting, man. It needs a valet.
It's not been done for about ever.
I could tell.
Where's I get leather seats? Someone wants to donate.
Yeah, if someone's sending some leather seats, let Chris know. Leave a message below. I don't know what else we've been doing because everything's just taking time now.
There's another.
We put the front bar on only loosely because we was trying to obviously see earlier on how the intercooler sat and where it would sit, but then we've got caught up doing other things because we can't put the exhaust manifold on until we finish with everything below. So we've got the pipes to put on for the power steering as well as what they're doing now. Oh yeah, the oil return. Because obviously it's going to be underneath the. Might help if I remember my words. It'll be underneath the manifold, so we've got stuck until that's done. But it'll not be long, and then we'll put the manifold on.
I bet I can't get fat now.
Yeah, look, that box there. I'll zoom in. I don't like zooming. Look, that box. Chris had them all.
Not me.
So yeah, so that's where we're currently at. And I need to wrap that manifold up before it goes on as well, but I should do that probably tomorrow because I don't think we're going to get the manifold on today.
Don't first put it on wet.
Hey?
Put it on wet.
Why?
Because then it shrinks to the manifold.
Yeah, I didn't know that. There you are. Top tip for you guys then. Exhaust wrap, that's what we're on about, namely the heat shield wrap business. Put it on wet. I didn't know that. I suppose it makes sense. But, cool. Do you reckon it will stay black or do you reckon the yellow is going to like seep through it and it's going to become yellow? I hope it's not.
Should
It will.
stay bright.
So, that's where we are. So after some fiddling and adjustment by the guys, they finally got an oil feed that fits. It's a bit snug, but it fits. And at a later date we're going to have to trim it down. So we're currently putting the head bolts in, and we can line up the manifold and roughly work out how long this pipe needs to be. Them two are too busy fanning around with some wiper arms. Look at them.
You just started opening this. I've been doing that with Dan.
I don't think so. There's no video footage of it.
There's no video footage of the last 8 hours either.
Yeah, like we started at what, 11? Well, you got here back just after 11. And what time is it now, anyone? It's got to be getting on for 7 at least. So the boys have fitted a yellow banana. And now we can see where the turbo needs adjusting. Oh, at least you found the new studs. I bought them once. They're not doing one of the trays on there. Let's start the talking normally goes, to be honest. So now we need to turn the centre of the turbo over. So the feed comes to about 1 o'clock, looking at the clock from that direction. So it's over here. Haha. That also allows the oil drain, hope with a bit of luck, to come down here to give us access to get to the pipe, which is currently long enough to do a feed. I can't believe you stuck the freaking filter on. You know, if the distributor would fit on that, just leave it like that.
Thinking so. We need to leave it like that.
I do like this turbo more than the one because I think it looks better with like them other extra vanes. I don't know if they go into the turbo or what, or they're just there for show, but it does look cool. But then we also have to turn this as well to actually not go straight into the freaking strut tower.
Nah, they just machined out.
Does look cool though. I mean, so our turbo is fully set up and ready to go onto the car. Just need to finally finish off the oil drain, which is on the car. We just need to cut it to the right size. As you can see, Gary is currently trying to fit the bonnet release catches and wire, etc. It's just another job that has to be done from the paint shop. We've had a go at using the wrap for the exhaust manifold. As you can see, it's still a bit yellowy. Jimmy came around earlier on. He's cleaned off all the ceramic coating for the actual plate, so the plate looks like metal now. And we've covered up the rest of it in this wrap the best we can, and we've used ties where we need to do. So with a bit of luck, that should help us keep temperatures down. It does look a bit messy, but it'll look alright once it's in the car. And that's about it for today and yesterday, because it's actually been over 2 days. Lots more to do probably next weekend, because obviously everyone goes back to work now, except for Gary.
I don't work.
So people won't be able to come around now till next weekend. So that's where we are. So if you like my Santa Claus tea towel, which is actually keeping the entire engine clean, give us a like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I don't know how long this video is, but there's quite a lot of footage. It's been over 2 days, and we've just had 3 dogs. So say hello to the doggy and say goodbye to the doggy. So give us a like, give us a subscribe, and we shall see you in the next part. And we'll start filming it next weekend. Peace, dudes. Ta-ta.